Officers for St. Louis County Police are now wearing the department's new body cameras, and the technology is different than anything you've seen. About $200,000 is being spent to modify uniform shirts to hold the cameras. These are some of the most sophisticated cameras on the market. News 4's Alexis Zotos is detailing what sets them apart.
Well, Steve, there are 13 pages of guidelines that will outline to each officer when they should be recording with these new cameras. But one of the plus sides of the company that St. Louis County is using is the fact that this technology takes away the need for an officer to press a button when they might be in a life-threatening situation.
One of those sensors itself is the gun trigger.
Whenever a St. Louis County police officer pulls his or her gun, the new body cameras will record what happens next.
It takes one thing out of my mind, for sure, so I can focus on whatever I have to deal with, so I don't have to worry about pressing a little button.
In June, a South Bend, Indiana police officer shot and killed a man. While the officer had a body camera, he didn't activate it. In response, that department just signed up to use body-worn, the same Georgia-based company St. Louis County has signed with.
We have an expectancy that our officers will use them as outlined in the general order.
Officers are required to turn them on during any kind of enforcement, including traffic stops. But the technology takes out some of the thinking for an officer, turning on automatically in multiple situations, including when they're running.
I pull up in a car, I see someone that I know that I need to deal with, and they take off. I can start running, and I don't have to, again, while I'm running, trying to grab this.
But Chief John Belmer says there are instances when the cameras won't be recording.
So I was asked one time, well, won't the cameras be on all the time? Well, I think that maybe has a chilling effect on the folks that we encounter, right? So when we're walking down the street or walking into a convenience store and saying hi to somebody, I don't think we should expect for people necessarily to know they're being recorded. We also have our victims, and we're concerned about our victims, and we want to make sure that we protect their privacy at the same time.
These body cameras are hitting the street during the 5-year anniversary of when Michael Brown was killed. I asked the chief today whether he thought it would have made a difference had Officer Darren Wilson been wearing a body camera at that time. The chief says he's not going to speculate on what happened then, but he adds that while he thinks body cameras are vital and important, they only provide a portion of an investigation. Reporting live in the studio, Alexis Zotos, News 4.
All right, Alexis, and here are more details about the new cameras. By April, the chief says 700 of the county's 950 officers will have the cameras. Soon, all 350 patrol cars will have them as well. The funding for the technology comes from Prop P. We asked if the public will be able to request the video. The short answer is yes, but if it's part of an ongoing investigation, that video will not be released.